7 years. Went everywhere in the country and a little bit in Canada, hauling auto freight.
And this Sprinter and one other one?
Yep, had an 02 before this is an 05 Sprinter. And, the 02 I had, I used it in the beginning, and then I got rid of it and bought the 05.
Okay. And so you probably put a whole bunch of miles running around the country.
Yeah, when I bought this one, it had 146,000 on it, and it has almost 500,000 on it now. And that's been in about 4.5 years.
500,000?
Yes.
Wow, that's a big number. Not for a Sprinter though.
Not for a Sprinter. Sprinter's supposed to go 1,000,000 miles. I'm assuming this one will. It leaks a little oil, but it doesn't use any oils much, and I've done a lot of maintenance on the vehicle to keep it rolling, and that's what you have to do when you expedite. So you have to keep them up. But
it brought in a lot of money.
Yeah.
Some money went out, but a whole lot of money came in.
Well,
that's all relative.
A living come in. It was I'd be out for 2 or 3 or 4 weeks at a time before I got back home. And then when I got back home, there was times when I'd only be there just a few hours. My wife would wash my clothes, and I would take a shower and get the van ready to go, and call come in, I'd go back to work. So
your van layout is designed with the idea of expediting in mind. So you can bring in and drop pallets.
Right, it was pretty much all palletized freight. You had to be able to haul 48. This one, the back doors allowed me to have something 68 inches tall that would go in there, so I could haul 48 by 39 by 34, let's say, 34 tall. I could haul 6 of those, 48 by 48 at the bottom. So that was, that filled it up. 12 feet was the room that I had to haul freight. So
in planning to build it for hauling freight, you gave yourself a very open feeling van.
Right.
And everything's tucked into the walls.
Yeah. There's about 9.5 inches from the wall out to the edge of the wheel well, and that would not interfere with freight.
Right.
And that was the part where you had to keep all your stuff so it wouldn't interfere with freight. So if you put a bed somewhere that didn't interfere with freight, or whatever you could put in there to make your life more comfortable out on the road, why?
So when you got done with the run, you had a place to stay. You weren't paying for a motel.
But no motels. That ate into the profit.
Right.
So yeah, you stayed pretty much in the van and tried to make it the best you could till you got the next phone call and got you moving on again. So.
But for our listeners, there are a lot of people who like that big open feeling, and they can run their motorcycle up into it.
Good. Sure.
So there are other people other than an Expeditor who would really appreciate the openness you've given them.
And the height inside.
Yes.
Where you could stand up and put your pants on.
And of course, the Sprinter's pretty legendary for its fuel mileage. Do you have any idea what you would have averaged over its life?
Oh, absolutely. Coming out here, I drove 1,800 miles and I used 88 gallons of fuel from Indiana to here.
And what does that work out?
And it worked out just a little over 20 miles a gallon.
With 500,000 miles on it.
With 500,000 miles, and a little bit with the motorcycle and the rest of the stuff that I brought out here were a little bit heavy.
A little bit heavy.
Not probably around 7,500 pounds, between 7,500 and 8,000 pounds. Probably what I would gross now on this trip. So 20 miles, a little bit better than 20 miles a gallon got me out here.
Great. Well, let's take a look inside and see some great ideas. First, I see you've got a battery. You've got a solar panel, 100-watt solar on top. And so you just got your battery setting in this, so...
It's setting on a little pad there so it don't scoot around.
Right.
And,
okay. And why don't you go ahead and step in, and then I'll step in after you.
Okay.
So I see you've got you're traveling year-round, and you've got a little RV furnace that you've installed there.
12,000 BTU Atwood furnace, gas furnace. All the stuff I had back here is for gas. And
little storage above it.
Yeah.
And then here is, you got a little TV, I see.
A little truck stop TV, 12, go 12 volt or AC, and a little power adapter there above it to boost it up, boost the signal a little bit.
It looks like a vent, probably a fantastic fan.
Air conditioner.
No, air conditioner.
Yeah.
Oh, you have air conditioner on board.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a homemade air conditioner. It's a 6500 BTU window air conditioner that I've adapted to this because of the so I wouldn't have to carry such a big generator. It's not a real good cooler, but it'll just cool it down a little bit. And so I just adapted a window air conditioner and cut the bottom out of it and changed the direction of the cold air to come down instead of going out. They're air conditioners are basically all the same, except for which direction the cold air goes out. So
I see your bed here is a fold-down bed.
yeah.
And you've got a table that's on the bottom of the fold-down bed, a fold-down table on the bottom of a fold-down bed.
Right.
And look how easy it is to take the table on and off. Just pick it up, drop it down. So you've got a hinge here on the bottom. That lets it drop down, and the simple from a gate to hold it on top, and another hinge here to let it come out naturally. Do you ever worry about it accidentally going in? It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, it just I lock it like that, and then it'll stay up there. And then I did have at one time when I was expediting, I had a strap that hooked in down there, and it comes straight up, ratchet strap, and then I would just take the ratchet strap, hook it on there, and then pull it, and then ratchet it up, and I'd suck it up against there.
And there you have it.
Sometimes that comes out. But this way, you can adjust the bed up to, I've had it up to 4 feet, because sometimes you'd have freight that tall, and a lot of times it's hard to get up onto the bed at 4 feet. But that was the whole idea, because you can adjust it up this way. And
I see. So the ratchet strap is on both ends.
Well, these are just clam cleat straps.
Oh, right.
So you can adjust the height of the bed. You can just pull it up like that, or let it down, depends. Actually, you could have another blow-up bed underneath that, or something to sleep on above it or below it if you wanted to.
So the bed is fully floating.
Yeah.
And these straps, one on each end,
Right.
controls the 4 corners.
Right.
And it can be at any height above or below the floor.
Right.
Because if you had a pallet this tall here, then you could sleep above it.
Right.
Brilliant.
Of course, as you went up, you'd shorten these up so much that it wouldn't work. So just hook them in there like that, and then that way, of course, you bring the bed up. That way, it would be just more level, and it wouldn't put so much strain on the strap from here to there.
Right.
So that's just keep it. Yep. Got unhooked.
So it's not hinged, it's completely free floating.
Free floating.
Up and down.
Up and down.
Just straps.
Yeah. And they're rated for 300 pounds each, so you could put a good bit of weight.
Hopefully you're not going to gain that much. That's the plan.
I hope not.
You never hope to wear 1,200 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
And did you do all the build yourself?
Yes. Yeah. I woodworked a little bit, and I've got tools to do this, and just have to have really all of it's made of plywood,
Right.
And pretty straightforward. The way it all.
Pretty basic carpentry.
Yes. And we fold it up. Just folds up like that. And then, for lack of a better system, I could just use these and tie it up. That's pretty much all there is to it.
Wow. It's completely gone, out of your way, big open area.
Yep.
Drop pallets in,
Watch
motorcycle.
TV. Yeah, you could pull a motorcycle in here and do whatever you want to do in here.
Right.
So.
And here you have your kitchen area.
Yeah.
And this is you built this?
Yeah. Yeah. I have 7-gallon water and a pump under here, and that's my switch. And then I got water there, hot or cold, and my storage drawers, and then I have a dorm refrigerator, which I have since I've come here and talked to you. I made a mistake by buying that because I just didn't understand the solar and the power thing that I was using. These use a lot of power, and I have to be hooked to either the generator running or the inverter. And although it's cheap, it works fine. It's just the fact that a 12-volt refrigerator would have been a lot better.
It would have. You'd run your generator quite a bit less.
Right. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, because I don't really have enough solar power to operate everything all day long,
right,
and all night long in particular.
Right.
So, and then I put some cabinets. I have clothes and extra stuff in cabinets, and food of various kinds.
And you're running the microwave just off the generator.
Right, absolutely, yeah, yeah. And it's handy to have, and then a few tools, extra storage. And I have a shower. That was something that I've had for a long time when I was expediting, because a lot of times when you did empty out, you rarely ever could use this when you had freight. But when you emptied out, why, sometimes you weren't in an area where you could get a shower. So I decided I wanted to make one. So I have a hot water heater. It's just a point of use. I don't know.
Oh, it's an Echo.
It's yeah, Eco Temp.
Right.
It just works on water pressure. Water pressure opens up the gas valve. It fires up, and you have instant hot water, all you want. You won't run out of hot water till you run out of water or propane. Mm-hmm. I need to probably vent it up into this vent, but when I take a shower, I open this up. In the summertime, I turn the fan on, and that generally sucks all the moisture and the carbon monoxide out of the van, so I don't have to worry so much about that.
And it's not like it's on all day.
No.
10-15 minutes.
You take a shower, you're figuring to use maybe 3-4 gallons of water. You get wet, you soap up, and then you rinse off.
Right.
It's just as simple as that.
Right.
And don't last long, but you have plenty of hot water.
So let me come over here and look inside your shower. All this stuff is brilliant, Alan. All this stuff is brilliant. It really is. I know you think that's silly, but I think it really is pretty brilliant what you've done here.
And that's just a regular RV shower valve. That's what I used to. I set on that.
Mm-hmm. And you have a drain that goes down to...
Drain goes down there, and it's mounted inside this floor, and all that is 2x4, which I coated with plastic, so it doesn't leak. And the drain is just a typical fiberglass shower drain that sets down and has a rubber boot that sets down on a 2-inch plastic pipe, and it doesn't leak. And Water drains down into the drain and down into, I've made a, or have a gray water tank underneath. So.
Okay. So, because you're bringing pallets in through the back door, the fridge has to go away.
Yeah, this has to go away and it has to fold up on the wall. And I did that. It's real simple. It's all just a cheap tarp system. Everything folds up, down on the floor, folds in, just folds down, and then the door comes up.
And that's full. Is that full floating also, or is it hinged?
Yeah, no, it all floats too, just in case that you got on an edge or couldn't get level or whatever. You can adjust it a little bit. But that's where the drain. That's just a rubber, typical drain for a fiberglass shower stall.
And just sits down on top.
Sets down on top. Does not leak, and that's all folds up. It's out of the way. Freight can come in, and
I didn't time it, but that didn't take more than 5 or 10 seconds to put that away.
Oh no. I try to get everything fixed where it don't take long.
Time's money.
Time's money. If you get the phone call, you just have a matter of a short period of time to get to your pickup.
Right.
You have to have everything where you're ready to go constantly.
Mm-hmm. And you are. you could be sleeping comfortable and get a phone call and
Absolutely.
be gone on the road in minutes.
Anytime, night or day. Like I say, everything I've done is where I can put everything back up and be ready to go.
And while time was money literally to you. For us, a lot of us, it'll just be a freedom.
Right.
Well, I'm tired of being here. Let's go somewhere else, and boom,
Exactly.
you're on the road and going somewhere else.
Right. Yeah.
Or a neighbor comes in, runs the generator too close, bothers you for whatever reason, boom, you're on the road.
Absolutely.
Well, it also works great for just an average person who wants to make a van to live in. So let's go take a look at your back end, because that's really exceptional what you did back there as well. Another, I've invented very many things in my life, but everyone I meet, I ask them what they did, and so I learn from them, and I've learned a lot from you. I really have. These are all creative ideas I haven't seen much at all before. This is another one. You needed storage, you want to carry little bikes, so you've got your, Honda Scrambler. Those aren't a lot of those around.
No, that's, they made those 2 years, 74 and 75.
I think I had one when I was a kid.
Everybody that sees it says they did.
Yeah.
They had either some kind of a CB or
Right.
something like that, a 250 or a 350 Honda.
A lot of us
people
learned on
do.
these.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So you wanted to carry your Honda on the back, but you wanted to carry some storage.
Right.
So you've got a pretty standard motorcycle rack here. We're up against the generator, which is kind of a very nice one, but kind of like most racks. But you went beyond there.
I decided that I wanted to, like you said, have extra storage outside. So I decided I can't have it behind the motorcycle because it would stick out too far. So I decided that I would elevate it above the motorcycle. And so basically all I've done is weld 2 1/4 inch stub right on the hitch, and then a 2-inch square tube up high enough to get up over the motorcycle, and then the hitch haul goes into that.
Right.
And actually the hitch haul goes in as far as it would if it was down there. So. So far, it's not anything has broke yet.
Well, that's a test. If nothing breaks, you're doing good.
Now, there's not a
Well, Alan, thank you so much for the tour of your van. I just got a lot of really great ideas.
Well, thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Folks, so I hope you've enjoyed this tour and got some really good ideas. I know that you have. And if you liked it, like us on YouTube and subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you next time. Bye now.